Busy, busy, busy. Been up since 1 a.m. Getting used to this brand new layout they got on YouTube. It's getting confusing. Alright, let's see here. Alright, there I am. Picture looks like crap. Watch the setting. No wonder. It's down on 360. Alright, let's see here. Throw a little thumbs up for myself. A little lackey poo. There's a little PSA. And then we can share it out. And booyah. There he is. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good this morning. Busy, busy, busy morning, man. I've done new intros. I've done commercials. I've got things laid out for tonight's live stream interview with Duran and Jamie. Busy, busy. Been doing nothing but video work for the last 7 hours. It's been a good morning, man. Been a good morning. Been a great morning. Then again, any day you get to wake up, wiggle your toes in the carpet, it's a good day. And especially when it's a Friday. I'm not complaining. I'm loving it. Morning, Santee. Morning, 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 bud. Yeah, I'm not complaining in the least bit, man. I'm loving it. What's really bad is my knees were killing me last night, and I took a one of the wife's like super painkillers to try to help me sleep, and I actually I actually slept less last night than I normally do. Normally those painkillers will knock me out. So, oh man, let's see here. Morning, John. Morning, Candy. Morning, Ty. Serious question of the day. Well, we're only 4 minutes into it, so why the hell not? What is your serious question of the day, Mr. Tyler? Good morning, John. Are pants required at country fairs? Well, I've always wore them to the state fair, but I very seldom ever wear them to the county fair. So, I mean, if that helps. Good morning, Jan. Good to see you, dear. Do I sound bad? No, it's been a great morning. I've just been up for 7 hours already. Good morning, Ferris. Good to see you, bud. If X didn't go to her drug test as court ordered in the 48 hours she was given, does this mean she forfeits? Well, that's what it would mean here or in any other of the 48 states, but I don't know about Iowa because they don't seem to follow the law at all. I mean, we've talked about this here in Michigan, Indiana, Tennessee, Texas, every place I've always lived. The first time that the ex, um, God, what? Let's see here. First time she violated a restraining order, her butt would have been sitting in jail. So obviously Iowa doesn't follow any known laws. So yeah, according to the judge, when you guys went to court, um, if she didn't do the testing in the time given to her, then she has to forfeit her visitation. So, but like I said, that's in only the states I've ever lived in. So, um, let's see here. Who else? Who else? I don't think I missed anybody. Good morning, Mark. You guys, you guys at the airport? Are you getting ready to take off to the southwest, Mark? Yep, you guys heard me right. Now, Mark made manager, and I think he's had more vacation time since he took the position than he's actually worked. So he's actually started to act like a manager now. Oh, that's next week? Okay. Good morning, Rusty. Good to see you this morning. Today's a pretty special day in history. Um, the the archway to the west was finished on this date. I'm sure Rusty will talk about that sometime in today in history. Yep, Mark is visiting the Old West next week. Ain't the Old West like Kansas? No, the Old Southwest. The Old Southwest. Mark and his beautiful wife are taking off. They are heading down to New Mexico and Arizona. So, I mean, I make no promises because I haven't talked to the man in charge, but there's probably a pretty good possibility we're going to see Mark in a in an Arizona Ghost Riders video sometime in the near future. So who knows? You just never know with Santee. I want to see Rex bite Mark's head off. That's what I want to see. I want to see Rex. I want to see Rex bite Mark's head off while we're there or while they're there. Could anyone want to visit Kansas? just so they can, just so they can drive over the border out of Kansas and say, "I don't think we're in Kansas anymore." I love smell a wood stove in the morning. Yeah, do. Yeah, and Jan's taking off next week for Tennessee. Gonna go down there and Rex doesn't eat people from the Midwest. Do we give him diarrhea? Yeah, Mark's gonna. We were talking last night. Me, him, and Jan were talking, and I guess he's gonna stop by Winslow, Arizona, just to stand on a corner and hope and pray that a girl in a flatbed Ford slows down to take a look at him. So I don't know. We'll see. Too much corners. Oh, it plugs him up. Poor guy. Ouch. Well, maybe he can poop on him or something. You know, whatever the case may be. Or even Bill harassing him. Even Bill harassing him would be kind of cute. I just want him to have fun. They've been planning this trip for a while. I just want him and the wife to have fun and enjoy themselves. Get to hang out with the dude, you know, the chief bottle washer, the man himself, Santee. So, too much corn. We'll see what transpires. I'm safe. I'm surrounded by cornfields. Midwest. You can kiss girls between the ears. Ah, ah. Fucking hate corn. Oh man, and soybeans, dude. That's all we have around here. Well, it's all they have in Indiana. I got to admit, since moving to Michigan, I have found vineyards, I have found orchards, all kinds of things. So I mean, you know, I'm not stuck in the corn and soybean belt anymore. My wife purchased a couple of new Amazon Fire tablets. The new ones don't have access to live chat. Wow, I did not know that. Farmers here putting in their winter wheat. Oh, man. Tonight, guys, don't forget Ghost to Ghost PM, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have got Garan and Jamie on here tonight. They are going to talk about ghost hunting. They're going to talk about things leaving with them from investigations. They're going to talk about the car accident last month, how they survived it. I have no clue. I've looked at the pictures over and over again of that SUV, and I don't see how anyone on the driver's side of that vehicle survived that accident. Especially with him walking out with a cut up here and a cut going down the side of his face. I could not understand how he didn't lose his left arm and everything. So we will see. We'll see if Bill will let him see us. I heard he don't like many people. Well, he has no problem liking people. It's the fact that he likes to pick on people that, well, don't go to Hinsdale. I've heard about Hinsdale. I've heard that is a very interesting place to go. Very active place to go. Of course, for the I'm going to go on and let y'all know, since you guys are here tonight. We're actually going to premiere the commercial for our special FX intro and outro designs for other creators and stuff. I've decided that that's going to be my new thing. Since I spend so many hours a day in here anyway, I might as well be making money doing it. So we are going to start designing intros and outros for this is an ad for an ad. But yeah, we're going to start designing intros and outros. It don't matter if you're a history channel or a paranormal channel or a gun channel or a crocheting channel or a growing potatoes in a bucket channel. We are going to design intros and outros for folks. So seems everyone that has gone there has had something happen to their car. Maybe one of the spirits that inhabits that place is an old auto mechanic or something like that, and he hated his job. Who knows? It is another brisk, chilly morning here in the Midwest. It is, when I got up this morning, it was 35 degrees. We finally made it up to 38. I think we're supposed to get up to 61. We were up to 54 yesterday. I think we're supposed to get up to 61 today. Oh, Mr. Squirrel's up. Mr. Squirrel's up. Got to take care of the squeal. 57. Yeah, you're only a degree less than us. We'll probably fall back down. Usually, right before the sun comes up, we drop a degree or two, then start going back up. Hey, Jay. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Salutes back to you. Thank you for joining us. I see Biden is saying that the economy is doing better than people think. Well, you sure can't prove it by me with gas prices going back up and, well, a head of lettuce here is like $3. Just a couple months ago, we were paying 99 cents a head. The wife went out and bought some cabbage the other day, and she got 2 heads of cabbage for less than what a head of lettuce costs. So, and the heads of cabbage were twice the size of the heads of lettuce that you're finding. See, we have a grocery store in town, and then we have a farmer's market outside town limits. When you want certain vegetables and stuff, you go to the farmer's market. They buy only local, and are usually about half the price as the grocery store here. But I mean, it's no big secret. He gouges the hell out of stuff. He's the only people that even shop at that store that work there are the elderly folks that don't want to drive 15 miles into town, into our nearest city, to go to Walmart or Myers or something like that. Everybody else that works for him don't even shop there. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. I'm here to say that the economy is sucking just as bad as we think it is, and for people who don't have to pay for their own gas, make house payments, make rent payments, pay utilities, anything else, I would say, yeah, for them the economy is doing rather well. For the other, you know, 60 million people out there, the economy's sucking balls. We love that place you took us to for veggies. That's the one I'm talking about, Jan, out east of town, Dussel's. They do a great job with keeping the things stocked, keeping supplies coming in. and you don't ever see a variation in price. It's just a shame they don't sell um, just normal cuts of meat, normal cuts of chicken, beef, ground beef, stuff like that. It's all like custom frozen cuts. But Dussel's kind of sort of, since they are so close to Diamond Lake, since we have the Lakers here 8 months out of the year, um, their prices are pretty much set for the Lakers. Someone opened a new pizzeria in Jamesburg last year and named it Brandon. Wow, that's almost too cute. That is almost too cute. Yeah, and besides that, it's the only place around that I can buy a sugar cream pie at. For 50 years, I have had sugar cream pies on all of my Thanksgivings and all of my Christmases. That's the only 2 times out of the year I'll buy one. My grandma started that when I was 3 or 4 years old, and now I have a place around that I can get my sugar cream pie. So I'm gonna go to Brandon. Are they Rusty? Do they offer stuffed with bullshit crust? Well, if it's called Brandon's, and I'm sure they've got some kind of bullshit going on. But I mean, I don't. Good morning, Brooklyn. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Jay planted some of the bag of whatever it was in the garden, and it's coming up nicely. Hey, good. Ah, so far, so good. I cannot complain. Um, I was talking before anybody got in here, except for Tony. I've been up since 1 a.m. I took a painkiller last night because my knees were just really just ripping at me. I took a painkiller at 9 o'clock, dozed off at about 10:15, and was wide-eyed and bushy-tailed at 1 a.m. And I've been sitting in here ever since, working on stuff for tonight's live stream or tonight's live stream interview and commercials and stuff like that. So it's been a productive morning. Well, I got to go put a T-Rex in a steakhouse. I cannot wait for tomorrow's video, Santi. You always do something really cool right before Halloween, and I cannot wait to see what you do tomorrow. Um, there's some more when we come up next year. Yep, it'll be here. It'll be here. Blow smoke here. Peace and power. You too, Jay. You take care of yourself. Um, we'll see. Can't wait. If the tentative labor agreement gets voted down November 17th, the economy will be 10 million times worse. We've been instructed by powers above to stock our customers with everything we can. Wow. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you. I've been wondering about that. with the all the rail shipping and everything. You know, all these tentative labor agreements and stuff the railroad's been trying to roll out with their employees and stuff. I've been really curious what the finality was going to be, and if it gets shot down this late in the year, it's going to be really bad because you know they're calling for an extremely bad winter this year. Very, very, very cold temperatures and a lot of snow. So they shoot it down. Nasty stuff's going to happen this winter to folks here in the Midwest. Hey, sis. For those of you that don't know, Jenny works for a railroad. I'm not going to tell you where she lives or the railroad or anything. But anytime I hear anything about the railroad, about the other stuff going on, I get a hold of Jenny because you know she has all that inside info and hears everything and lives under the thumb of the powers that be. So I can trust my Jenny to always be straight up front. So within hours, things will be a disaster. Oh, beyond a shadow of a doubt. But like I said, guys, Congress will force their hand. Oh, yeah. They'll have to. They'll have to. I mean, you know, the American trucker does a lot for transporting goods and services across the country, up into Canada, down into Mexico, stuff like that. But, you know, things have to get from the supplier to the trucking company to be sent out. And that's where our railways come into play. And hey, Burnaby, sorry, I didn't even see you come in. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, my friend. Without the American railway, without our railroads transporting these goods to the trucking companies to be distributed, we're gonna be in a shitload of bad places. It's gonna be terrible. How much of the railway does Carlos Slim own by now? God only knows. God only knows. 14 unions, one mechanical, one engineering union. Well, yeah, because, you know, they've been trying for how long now? The whole year to have these requests and stuff met. And oh well, we'll tentatively agree to this. We'll tentatively agree to that, and we'll give you this for right now, and we'll vote on it later. No, it don't work that way. It does seem like a poor time to strike, but you know, much like anybody else who is a union worker who is not getting paid what they should be paid, or who has not had a raise or a bonus, or um, their medical sucks ass, or something like that. Um, you know, there are a lot of single parents out there, single fathers and single mothers that make too much money to qualify for decent Medicaid for their kids, but at the same time, these unions are trying to get them better medical and stuff for their families, and they're like, no, no, no. It's like, well, what do you care? You make, you know, six figures a year, and you can afford better medical for your family. So, well, there you go. There you go. They've been without a contract for 4 years now. So one train car equals five semis. There aren't enough trucks in the world. Mm-mm. Yeah, being on strike don't pay well. You are correct on that. PPR, Camo Man, what's up, bud? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, if it weren't for the trains, we wouldn't get near what we need. If it wasn't for the trains, we'd hardly get anything what we need. Oh, believe me, I know, Jenny. One of the things I miss about being little was my mom always counted train cars. Um, we'd stop at the train tracks. We'd always count, and I never realized until I got old enough to perceive just how big a train was when you're pulling 275, 300 box cars, well, box cars, tankers, um, the great big livestock trailers, car haulers, um, just all kinds of Jesus. I counted them as a child too, and still do to this day. I do too. I do too. I miss mom's way of, oh my God, that's 200. Oh my God, that's 225. And look how fast it's going. She always got so excited, or she always gets so excited over little things like that. We have funds we pay into for this. Okay, Tony Lee. Good afternoon, sir. Hope you're doing well. My dad used to work for the Rock Island. Oh, wow. Very cool. Hope y'all have a good day. I've got to contact the lawyer since both kiddos got suspended from school. Got to teach at home. Still giving you hell at school, huh? I figured after you took them to the doctor and had everything checked out and stuff like that, the school wouldn't have a leg to stand on. Once again, Iowa is its own little country apparently and can make up their own rules. Thoughts, little things that matter in life. It is the little things that matter in life. You are correct, sir. Heading out, Jenny? All right, love. Um, got an interview tonight, 7 o'clock on here. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be at the Morris Performing Arts Center with the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition and the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters doing Ghostbusters in concert. So I'll be out there with them hanging out. Sunday? Sunday we have a baby shower. Maybe I'll see you. But you take care, have a good day at work, and we'll catch you later. If you do your part, they would learn far better at home. I can agree with that. My wife actually got a voicemail from one of my daughter's teachers the other day, and she said that your daughter and I keep butting heads over stuff, and I need to figure out a way to alleviate this issue. And I attempted to call. She picked up the phone, held it for about 3 seconds, then hung up on me. Not the right thing to do when you're talking about my little girl. Not the right thing to do. Because when my daughter got home and I talked to her and found out what the problem was, I called this teacher back. And I'm really surprised my daughter's not got kicked out of school, because I didn't leave a very nice message. I said, you want to alleviate the problem, butting heads with my daughter? My daughter's probably got a higher IQ than you do. Don't tell her how professional writers write. They're doing something in school where they're writing a story or writing a few paragraphs of a story or something. And my daughter, wrote it. Understand, my daughter's a reader. She will read till the cows come home. I don't care how complex the book was. When she was in elementary school, she was reading college level material. Her grip, her grasp on the words were excellent. Her teacher, when my daughter turned the first paragraph in to be looked at, her teacher said, professional writers don't start two sentences off back to back with the same letters. They don't say why or a or how or whatever. And, being the smart ass I am, when I called the teacher the second time and left a voicemail, I said, you want to alleviate the problem butting heads with my daughter? Read. Your 3 years of college to become a high school English teacher is not in any way, shape, or form comparable with Mark Twain, Louis L'Amour, J.K. Rowling, Anne Rice, who have all started multiple sentences off with a or they or them or how. As a matter of fact, here's a perfect example. A good teacher with a grip on education is really hard to find. A curriculum that actually makes sense is also hard to find. There you go. There are two consecutive sentences that start with A. So if we continue to have an issue, please contact us, and we'll be more than happy to sit down and talk to her. Have a good day. I got into a conflict with the school because of sexism and my daughter being bullied because she lives with me. Other kids make fun and say she doesn't have a mommy. So they got suspended because you had a conflict with the school? It's the word of God. Give them books and give them books, and all they do is eat the pages. I homeschooled our daughter 2nd through 8th grade. Look where she is now. Well, choice in men kind of suck, but trains aren't regulated like commercial trucks as far as weight goes, as I've been told. Okay, I'm back and armed with coffee. Everyone is safe now. I just made a brand new pot right before the stream. Good old coffee. Okay, I'm out this time. Well, good. You just up and leave then. Just go. Get the hell out of here. You don't want to hang out here with the cool kids. Go. Go. Tyler. Ass. Love you, bud. You take care. Give the girls Uncle Drew's love and stuff. Yep, I'll give you a holler. I got nothing rolling after the live stream today. So Well, I got a little bit rolling, but it could be put off. So I'll give you a holler here, hour and 25 minutes, hour and a half. Hey Justin, good to see you, bud. Well, yeah, but she's got BS in computer science and finishing her MBA. Yes, she does. Okay, we'll see. All right, Dick, get the hell out of here. Go privately educate your daughters. Well, now. Oh God. Oh, that don't help. Oh. The glow that keeps on giving. 2 more days till your birthday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, if you lived a little closer, I'd bake you a cake. And I'd make it a beautiful mint green cake so you couldn't see all the special happy ingredients that I put in it to make it just that more delicious. Of course, there will be a super cool video coming up on Sunday for the very last video of the 35 days of Halloween. This one's good. Hope you guys enjoyed the one I put out yesterday on the ghosts caught on film. Um, I was looking at it this morning and I was amazed. I was amazed how well it's been perceived, and how many people are sharing it out. We are over 100 views on it already. We were at 81 views when I went to sleep last night. We're somewhere in the 110, 120 area now, and it's still going up every 10 minutes. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Share it out on your Facebook. Share it out on your Twitter. Share it out on your Snapchat. Whatever the case may be. Let's blow this puppy up. Oh, let me see here. Oh, I'm gonna sign home. Call me too. I'll be here all day. Knowing you, you'd probably jump out of it. Only if I had a hot pink bikini to wear to do it, a hot pink leather bikini to do it, then I would jump out of Justin's cake. But, yep, I don't have a leather bikini, so. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I'll tell you guys what. I might tease Justin a lot on things, but if you ever, if you ever get the chance to come to Michigan and attend a Civil War event that Justin is going to be at, he is the only person in 30 years of doing historical reenactments I have ever seen that can successfully execute multiple large pizzas over a campfire and feed almost an entire camp. I have never watched him make his pizzas, but several times he has brought pieces of his pizza to me, and it is some of the best pizza I've ever had. Not even taking into consideration the fact he's cooking this stuff over an open fire, but it is perfect. After that mental image, I would never set foot in Michigan, Washington. I'm sorry, Tony. Of course, for those of you that missed it, Mark is taking off next week. He is heading to the Southwest. He is going to New Mexico. He is going to Arizona to visit with Santee. He is also going to do that wonderful, amazing thing I've always wanted to do. He is going to stop by Winslow, Arizona, because it is such a fine sight to see. While he's there, he is going to stand on a corner and just wait and see if a girl in a flatbed Ford slows down to take a look at him. Hopefully while he's there, he's taking it easy, but who knows? And here we go with Today in History. All right, guys. Booyah. 1636, Harvard University, Cambridge, founded by a vote of the Massachusetts General Court. 1646, First Protestant Church Assembly for American Indians established in Massachusetts. 1776, Battle of White Plains, George Washington retreats to New Jersey. 90, New York gives up claims to Vermont for $30,000. 1793, Eli Whitney applies for a patent on the cotton gin. You know, I've never had cotton. I don't know if it was doing it on you guys' end, but just a second ago, my video froze and started doing the smear thing. It's like, wow. Did you know that Eli Whitney, the white one, also made Colt Walkers? I heard that. (1846) Pioneers suffer blizzard in Sierra Nevada. 42 die. What I'm trying to figure out is what's going on with the video, because for some reason I keep getting the spinny ball of death in the middle of my screen here, and I don't know why, because the sun's out, there's no wind, no reason whatsoever, unless a squirrel is dancing on our Wi-Fi line right now. Colt factory was out of business. It could very well be a neighbor on a CB, could be one of the short band radios. We got a couple old fellers around here that does that, so who knows. I have another Civil War group trying to make pizza for their group. I know if I were you, Justin, I would start my own little business and just get one of those, a decent awning or a dining fly, set up your tables, and do nothing at an event but make pizzas. The trick around having to get a food license to do it, because I mean, we all know that you do everything the right way. You've been in the pizza business for years. But the way to get around getting a food license is to not sell it, but ask for donations. You're not technically selling food, therefore you don't need a food license at an event like a Civil War event or something like that to make food. the same as I get away with making coffee and giving it away to people, is I got a coffee cup sitting there, and folks will just drop money into the coffee cup. Running about 1,000,000 watt linear, probably so. I've never found a mistake with my history feed. Check this one out. 1956, French magician Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin performs for Algerian marabouts in Algeria to convince them that French magic is the stronger. Really? That's cool. Keys mic, lights in the neighborhood dim. Yep. 1858, R.H. Macy and Company opens first store, 6th Avenue, New York City. Gross receipt, $11.06. So if a prostitute asks for donations, exactly. It's not prostitution because you're not selling it. You're giving it away. You're just a whore then. 1863, Battle of Wauhatchie, Georgia. 865 killed or injured. Read it wrong. 1856, French magician Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin performs for Algerian marabouts in Algeria to convince them that French magic is the stronger. Stronger than what? Than Algerian magic? Do 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 do. Chicka chicka. Chicka chicka. Are the French stronger at any? First, you said 19, not 18. Second, read the very beginning. That's what made me say 19 at first. That's what made me say it, because I looked at that and it said film and TV history. 1856, we didn't have either one. That's the reason I read that part silently to myself, and that's what made me say 1956. And it's like, what the hell? Are the French strongest at anything? Obviously, they're magic. Obviously, French magic is stronger. Hitler kind of said no. Big screw up. 1864, Second Battle of Newtonia, American Civil War, Newton County, Missouri. I need to learn Peanut. It's so funny. You know, it's really funny because I always tease Steph about her sounding like Peanut, because she always says, "What the hell?" I'm like, oh God. And she hates ventriloquist dummies and dolls and puppets. 1867, Maimonides College in Pennsylvania is first Jewish college in the U.S. Keep your goddamn war out of my Missouri. 1886, Statue of Liberty dedicated by U.S. President Grover Cleveland. Celebrated by first confetti ticker tape parade in New York City. could do Ahmed, but not Peanut. I tell you. "1904, St. Louis police try new investigation method, fingerprints, infidels." I kid you. 1913, Crazy Cat comic strip by George Harriman debuts in New York Journal. 1914, Omega Psi Phi fraternity founded at Howard University incorporates goddamn typos. I can do Jose Jalapeno on a stick. And it is the keyboard. 1919, Volstead Act passed by U.S. Congress establishing prohibition despite President Woodrow Wilson's veto. Must be needing a battery. Must be. 1921, first American gubernatorial recall election is held in North Dakota. Governor Lynn Frazier loses to Ragnvald A. Nestos by just over 4,000 votes. Partially the keyboard. 1922, first U.S. coast-to-coast radio broadcast of a football game. With me. So it's mostly the keyboard with just a little bit of Tony thrown in. So that's all right. That's cool. Here's the first time. 1929, Dow Jones plummets 38.33 points, 13%, to 260.64. Missent letters, keyboard, extra incorrect letters, me. 1935, Sidney Kingsley's Dead End premieres in New York City. As a look at the future of New York City. 1936, FDR rededicates Statue of Liberty on its 50th anniversary. You know, every time I think of the Statue of Liberty, I think of that line out of Ghostbusters 2 when they're getting ready to happy ooze the statue and they're standing there looking up at her, and of course Bill Murray makes the crack about, I wonder if she's naked under that thing. I mean, come on guys, she's French. 1942, train crashes into bus, killing 16 and injuring 20 in Detroit, Michigan. Well, you know what they say about Detroit. They'll use anything for a weapon there. Someone needs to get after her with some Tarnax. Remember the last time they did an undertaking like that? Had that scaffolding all up around her for almost a year, polishing her back up, making her pretty again, and sitting there in that salt air. She was green as could be, green like an old penny in no time. Heading to work, babe?
Yes, I gave Grandma breakfast already.
Okay.
And I just refilled her teacup.
All right.
Why's that got a hole in it?
What?
That chair. There's a hole right in the back of the tap. Oh, just so you're aware, they're sucking up leaves.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They've been doing it all morning.
"1951, U.S. performs nuclear test at Nevada test site." Where would we be in today in history without that always popping up? Well, we've had one dry day. I've not even had a chance to get out and blow the leaves yet. My brother-in-law was the general contractor on the statue job. Oh, wow. Very cool. "1951, U.S. performs nuclear test at Nevada test site." 1954, Nobel Prize for Literature is awarded to Ernest Hemingway. Nope, they drive right down the road with this big old vacuum on the back of the truck and this hose about 16 inches, and they just have somebody walk along and suck them leaves up. But I guarantee, as of yesterday, nobody had their leaves raked to the curbside because it rained the 2 days before and everything was stuck. So they aren't getting very many leaves sucked up. "1957, WMVS TV Channel 10 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin begins broadcasting." Theater premiere, 1959, Jean Genet's play Les Negres premieres in Paris. Yeah, that's being funny. 1961, Fiorello closes at Broadhurst Theater, New York City, starring Tom Bosley after 796 performances and a Pulitzer Prize. They are good on the garden, but I'm here to tell you there's going to be a bunch more leaves. We have a yard full of leaves right now, and half the trees around here haven't even turned yet. They're still green. So there's going to be a bunch more leaves, which is probably why they pick up the leaves all through the month of November. 1961, ground broken for municipal stadium for New York Mets. We don't get that where we are, only in the cities. 1962, Cuban Missile Crisis. U.S. President JFK receives letter from Soviet leader Khrushchev suggesting agreement. I've tried the mulching thing. And our mower don't mulch. If I had the money, I'd grab one of these guys that drive by on the big mulching mowers and just pay them to come out here with their big riding mower and mulch up all of our leaves. For some reason, I don't know why, but this push mower of ours, it doesn't really mulch them. It just kind of chunks them and leaves big old pieces. A lot of times, it don't even cut the leaves up. It just blows whole leaves out. So 1965 Gateway Arch completed in St. Louis, Missouri. Jay gets out gets the tractor out and mulches them up. They pick up leaves to spend tax money. It's just something our town's always done. And our town's one of the very few around here that do it, honestly. There's bigger towns around that don't even do that. They just want you to bag them up and trash guy picks them up. Let me see here. 1970 U.S. USSR signed an agreement to discuss joint space efforts. 1971 John Lennon and Yoko Ono record Happy Christmas. War is over in New York City. Pour yourself out in the corner and buy a rider. It makes no sense to buy a rider for our ground. We have a hill that goes all the way, and I mean, it's a slope like this that goes all the way around our yard. It only takes 2 hours to mow our whole yard with a push mower. I mean, we don't even have a half an acre here. So going out and buying a riding mower makes no sense. Believe me, I suggested it. We have mulching blades on the tractor, cover shoot of the mower you have. 1972, Mother Earth closes at Belasco Theater, New York City after 12 performances. I wish we could still burn them. That's what we grew up doing, was burning leaves. And they don't want them burnt here. 1974, Luna 23 launched, landing on the moon. A lot of neighbors do that. 1974, U.S. performs yet another nuclear test at the Nevada test site. 1978, NBC's premiere of Kiss acting debut. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park TV film. It would be more of a hassle to use a riding mower on your yard. (1982) NASA launches RCAE. That wasn't acting. I remember Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. That was pretty cool. 1986, Stanley E. Hubbard's KOB sells the company's Albuquerque, New Mexico radio stations, KOB FM and KOB AM. The stations changed their call signs to KKOB. Hey, Templar, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. My kids love that music. I used to listen to Kiss. (1988) Jurors award $147,000 to Tacoma parishioner seduced by her minister. Wait. Oh, never mind. Her minister. 1988, Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen gives $10 million to University of Washington Library. I think I might have a Kiss album in my repertoire. (1992), Lee Jang Rim predicts that today would be the end of the world. He was mistaken. still on for tonight's with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, still on. It's going to be a good one too. We're going to be talking about the car accident. We're going to talk about things leaving an investigation with you. We're going to be talking about some of their investigations, about doing an investigation and not having the gas to get back home. So you're stuck there. Cough, cough, hack, hack. Yeah, I've never had a chance to talk to Jamie before. It's going to be very interesting hearing her side on everything. In 2009, NASA successfully launches the Ares IX missile, the only rocket launched for its later canceled Constellation program. (2015) Third Republican presidential candidate debate run by CNBC in Boulder, Colorado. I just counted. I have 20 Kiss albums here. You know, not very long after I graduated, some friends of mine that I used to do the concerts with, I've known them since before kindergarten. They were such big Kiss fans that they were ordering albums released in Japan, France, stuff like that that were not even ever released here. And it's amazing how much cheaper they were over there. Depending if you consider Ace Frehley stuff as Kiss. Oh, of course. Frehley's, Frehley's Rockets. Oh yeah. I'll be there. I've been watching Geo most a year. I have too. 2020 global COVID-19 cases record one day increased more than 500,000 for the first time, rising 25% in under 2 weeks, according to Reuters. All right, Tony Lee, you take care of yourself, bud. Have a good day. We'll catch you later. 2021, Mark Zuckerberg announces Facebook will change its corporate name to Meta amid increased public scrutiny over leaked internal documents. But that's all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for another good today in history. You always pull out that cool stuff, man. I always learn a little something when you do that. I am going to be doing some serious pushing and promoting the channel, guys. We have got a month and 3 days until this new channel hits its 1 year anniversary. So I am going to be pushing this channel like crazy. We are at 638 members of the family here. I want to break that 1,000 mark by the end of 2022. So basically, all in all, we got us about 65 days. So I'm going to be doing everything in my power to get those last 362 new members of the family. Just make sure to share out the videos, share out the live streams, share out the Ghost to Ghost PM episodes when they come out. Put them all over your social media. Even share them to people you don't like. They may like you after they watch one. Then again, they may not. But it's not because you didn't try. Damn it. So what Rusty gets done doing today in history, now everybody's going to be quiet? They're not going to say anything? They're not going to talk? You should, Tony. You should share it out. Be proud of it. Don't forget, I was in there a few programs ago. I like it. I found you by accident. For some reason, I don't get any suggested videos anymore from my subscribers. I don't know why. I can't explain it. All I know is it upsets me, because if there's one group of people whose videos I want to watch, it's you guys. And I don't get any suggested videos. I will see them the next day, 2 or 3 days later, and I like really get upset because I want to watch y'all's live streams. I want to watch y'all's videos, your premieres, stuff like that when they happen. We don't get shared out, too many strikes. Well, maybe by the platform itself, but if your viewers share out your stuff. See, that's whenever I upload a video, not my live streams or the Ghost to Ghost, but whenever I upload a video, I always do the normal upload on here, and then I go over to Facebook, and I've got like 30 different pages, 35 different pages that I share the videos on. And I mean, you know. Heck, I've been trying to get my channel built up. I've been doing this for almost 4 years. 300. Guess that's my problem. I haven't done live streams. I'd have you. I just realized that. Oh. Tinnitus sucks. Oh. Me ain't it. The Early Watch Chat is the show I do. Our New Watch podcast depend on our accounts availability. I believe New Watch podcast is what I was on the other day, and I liked it. I wasn't offended in any way, shape, or form, but you know, I'm pretty much not offendable, so. All right, Templar. Have a good Friday, bud. We'll catch you tonight. Oh, was that early watch? Okay. I thought it was a good show. New Watch has been suspended for the past 4 weeks. Oh, okay. So it was early watch. All right. I thought it was a good show. You and your co-host do an excellent job on there. But then again, I've always been very partial to those live streams or podcasts that cut out the rigmarole, they cut out the BS, and they are straight to the point. Irregardless of who it offends, who it upsets, whose boo-boo kitty gets bruised, how many snowflakes fall to their knees in terror because of what's being said. I like straight to the point. BS-less. So, here's to you guys in your early watch. Hey, Squatch. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good. That is kind of the point. Yes, sir. What time do you come on, Tony? I'm on one of the channels, but don't get notifications. Ever since January last year, January 2021, the platform has had a problem with notifications. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. But for some reason, notifications started slowly dwindling. It started off with only getting notifications for higher number, channels that have 1,500, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. I was only getting notifications for them. Now, here we are almost, 2 years later, and I'm getting no notifications for anybody that is subscribed to the channel. I get a lot of notifications for groups for suggested videos, groups that aren't subscribed to the channel. So I don't know why it's working like that. I have no clue. So I catch them as I can catch them. If I happen to go on to my home screen and I see somebody's live that I know, I jump right on. Throw in a little bit of love. Sometimes I'll comment. Sometimes I'll just lurk in the shadows. But catch them as I can. Directly after the show and Wednesdays. Not today and probably not next week. It's vacation time for me. And you should be kicking back enjoying it. I got a notification I got a message from Michigander Man last night. Lisa, my partner in the investigations, um, has started her own YouTube channel. Um, I couldn't subscribe to it on my phone, so I went onto YouTube and started looking for it to subscribe to it. It's not showing up anywhere. It's not showing up anywhere. We're figuring it's probably because she just started it yesterday. So, and there's no content on it yet. So I'm going to try again today and look for it. If I can't find it today, I'll look for it tomorrow. It's called, here, I'll just type it in right here. It's called Lisa's Journeys. To the Democracy of Drew. Oh, well, in case anyone here has me tagged, I have uploaded 4 videos. 2 of them are courtesy of Drew. I'm going to be not streaming starting on the 4th. I'm going to be not streaming starting on the 4th. Why are you not streaming anymore after the 4th, Squatch? Oh, jury duty next month? Gotcha. Gotcha. Give it there too. $645 subs. 645 subs. What? Yes, it is a channel. It's a picture of Lisa um, there with her head turned to the left with a smile on her face, and she's got a gold background. Um, I didn't find it, like I said, last night. Tony says give it a day or two, which, like I said, I'll check it again today. Um, and I'll look again tomorrow, and I'll keep searching for it until I find it. But she should only, as of last night, she only had 3 or 4 subscribers because she just started it yesterday. So she's been looking for an outlet for her own filming and stuff. She does takes her own filming equipment with her when we do investigations. But she's just now decided to um, start her own channel. She's been talking about it and just started it yesterday. So now she has an outlet to put her own stuff on. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to talk to her about it because she doesn't know anything about uploading videos and stuff. So I'm going to talk to her about it. The last time I talked to her, I told her, next time she had a free day, take a trip down here and I'll show her how to get her channel set up and do all that stuff on it. So, yeah, I know. I know how much you love new creators. And since she does stuff with me, she does stuff with Michigander Man, her cousin. Plus, she goes out on her own when her and I haven't got anything rolling. I think Lisa's Journeys is an appropriate name. I lose channels all the time. Well, I know we're talking about it, Jan. I don't know if we're going to make it before winter or not, but we have discussed it. I have to resubscribe to Carrie every month. If you like and comment, it sticks. I always like. I don't always comment. And that's my own flaw. That's my own flaw. I always watch video. I always comment, or I always like, but I don't always comment. Sometimes if I meet folks in another live stream or something like that, I'll always leave a little short comment. Hey, met you on such and such live stream. Great videos. Can't wait to watch them. That kind of thing. We have a couple more houses lined up to do as well. I've got one lined up here. I just found out about recently. It's only a block away from here. I actually think that I and the wife are going to go over there and check it out on one of her nights off. She was also talking to her boss yesterday, and she was talking about the Dogman video I did on the old channel. Um, and her boss her boss is very interested in cryptids and stuff. And I guess she's had some activity in her home. So Steph said something to her about going over and doing an investigation of her home. So we'll see what happens with that one. But I have to get a hold of the gentleman that owns the house right over here, not very far away, and see when he's available to be there so we can do an investigation of his home. I'm always looking at new creators. YouTube chooses who gets bumped when I sub a new channel. Yep, I don't understand the whole bumping thing. It's random. It's a random selection who gets bumped. It's just like if you go onto somebody's live stream and 30 people subscribe to you during a 1 hour period. You know, you might get up the next morning and 20 of those people be gone. So who knows? Who knows? I know we went up 3 or 4 subscribers yesterday, and they're still here today. So I don't believe it's random. I need to get a hold of Josh, Southern Afterlife, to see him while we're there next week. I can't wait till you hook up with Jared and Laura. That's going to be interesting. King Jared and Queen Laura with Jan and Jay. That's going to be fun. I believe YouTube is picking who to permit you to keep. I want him to double check my Dimension Portal. Are you having issues with it, Jam? Please tell me, because I want one for Christmas. Believe you me, if I had the money, I would have already ordered one. But yeah, I'm definitely shooting for the big ho-ho himself to bring me a Dimension Portal, and probably an SP7 or an SP11 or SB7 or SB11 spirit box. I like the setup that you got when you ordered stuff from Southern Afterlife. I wouldn't mind finding those in my stocking on Christmas morning. Mr. Ho-Ho brings me fucking bills. Oh, believe me, Mr. Ho-Ho likes to bring those. I always find those stuffed in my stocking. It fell over on the foam insert. Wow. Go check your subscriptions. I bet you leave CNN, MSNBC, and probably like News Thinkable. He doesn't start to build until he gets the money. Smart. That's smart. That way he don't have a surplus of things sitting around while he's waiting on the money to get them shipped out and everything. So very, very smart. I remove CNN every time I sub to Gary. She don't see it go, so it's way less pain. Makes sense. And that's pretty much why I decided to start doing custom intros and outros for people's channels. Is, well, for over a year now, since we lost the old channel, my wife has been doing everything by herself and having my own income to do the things that I want to do or I need to do or get the things I need to get. I was looking at another microphone with a um, video audio board and thought, that's actually pretty affordable for people that have money coming in. So we'll see what happens. We keep blowing this thing up. We'll get there. We'll get there. I've had people taken from me by YouTube. I was told if you get too many at one time, they take them away. One time I was up to 315. All right, Jan. I know you're good for it. Yep, one of the main ways too to help people grow is to promote channels, which is something that I am going to be starting here very soon. I'm going to try to do some kind of promotion for different channels on every video. Um, Help people grow. That's why yeah, see, I don't go into growth channels. I go into just normal live streams. And, you know, they, much like my rule in here, if you got a wrench and you want to put your channel down in the chat, um, for people in the chat, other people that belong to the family who don't necessarily have you, I'm always good with that. You guys are welcome to do that in any live stream. Just pop the link to your channel up. Sunny has done it multiple times for us in here. Put other people's links up and stuff. Of course you may. Anytime. You don't have to ask. Anybody can. If you've got a wrench and you want to put your link up to your channel, go on and do it. You don't got to ask permission to do it. That's why I avoid growth channels. But yeah, I don't do the growth channel thing. I go into regular old live streams. If somebody, lets me put my link up, fantastic. If not, then, you know, hey, where you been, Drew? Oh, I've been working on this video or that video for the 35 days of Halloween, or I just put this video up on Billy the Kid, or whatever the case may be, and I will get people that come over automatically. So, um, we will never reach 1,000 if we don't change the show, and we refuse to do that. Through the Veil has featured me on her channel. She's wonderful. Yep, she is. If you guys will remember back on the old channel, I actually interviewed her one night on a Friday evening, and that was a good interview. I suggest going through your backlog library and use the create button to make remix shorts. Best commercial medium I've seen. I've never tried that, but I'm still getting used to the brand new layout that the platform just started a couple days ago. Um, it's weird to me seeing things changed around and stuff on my screen. So you know when you get used to things being one certain way, when they change it and they change the abilities of the things you can do with it, then yeah. Um, emailed me. I'd like to help change without changing the show. I'm still working on personalizing my link. Nicole used to live in Chillicothe. That's cool. Do 3 shorts a day, film any cat you find, and sirens too. Man, it is almost 10 till 10 already. Time flies, man. Time flies. As you can see, I got the mic fixed this week. It does lift up and lift down and stay there. Glub, 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 glub. I have a new mic. Yep, that's what I'm working on, is getting some new equipment. Like I said, I was looking uh, yesterday at new mics and stuff, more sensitive things, lavaliers, things like that. So um, but just trying to update equipment, looking at new paranormal equipment I want to start the new year with, looking at new video equipment and things to improve video quality, uh, even just having the ability to do some sound effects and things like that. New, very, very, very small mixing board um, for video and audio manipulation, things like that. So you moved your desk to where you had the green screen. No, I actually took the desk and turned it this way from where it was. That way I've got a solid wall behind me. The window is now right here. Instead of being at my back over my left shoulder, it is straight out this direction. So I just took the desk and turned it this way. That way I got the full wall back here behind me. So not big changes, just I won't rush Tony. I have jury duty after the 4th. Oh, jury duty. I remember doing jury duty years and years and years ago. Missed 3 days of work, sat in a courtroom and listened to this dude talk about his crimes. And the day that we were supposed to actually start doing the jury trial, he took a plea deal. So I made like $125 for 3 days of sitting there, and woohoo. But you're talking 20, 27 years ago. So $125 for 3 days was pretty cool. I'm trying to find a good place for my green screen and studio. I've actually got the room I'm in is a rectangle. It's probably 10 by 10 by 16, something like that. So on the short wall on the side where the window's at, um, that's where my bookshelf is at. And then at that corner back over here, I've got my clothes rack with all my reenacting outfits, the outfits I wear um, during the intros and outros and the videos and stuff. I've got my swords and stuff hung up. That was where we originally started at in here, um, with the big canvas piece, where I had all the decorations and stuff hung behind me. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas last year, New Year's. And then this far end on the 10-foot wall is all green screen. And then chairs, folding tables, Ghostbuster stuff is all right here along this wall over here beside me. So it's actually perfectly shaped for a small studio. The only problem is I don't have room anywhere for guests without taking up half of the room this way. So let me see here, trying to find. I'm exempt. Too much work in U.S. District Court. Yeah, $20 a day and lunch. Well, at least you get lunch. We didn't even get that. I did at one point want to do the whole civic duty thing. Hey Lee, good to see you, bud. Yeah, apparently my wife has never done jury duty. Um, I remember here a couple months ago, her grandma got uh, papers for jury duty, and I was joking with the wife. It's like, well, that's going to be goofy as hell having a 84-year-old stroke victim sitting on a jury. So she just threw the papers away, and we were talking to one of the police officers up here at one of the Rock the Blocks before they ended for the year. It's like, they're going to put a warrant out for grandma's arrest? He said they might. He said, but I'll tell you what, they're more retarded than your average person if they show up at your house and she's sitting there shaking, talking about random stuff, can't see, can't hear, and they enforce that warrant. It's like there's your civic your civics at its best, you know. Femoral shakes, blind in one eye, 3/4 the way deaf, stroke sufferer, 84 years old with the intelligence of a 9-year old, and they're going to enforce a warrant for her not doing jury duty. I'm not interested in doing it. I'm interested in not going to jail. Good point. Here's to the weekend. Here's to the weekend. Did you get to check out the It picture yet? Yes. Yes, I did check it out. Very cool. It was fun to be outside when we were there. Yes, it was, and the weather was perfect for it. It is your duty to call and get the exemption. They never explained that. They didn't say anything about an exemption. Yes, and then the trolls from Ernest. I seen that. I actually showed that picture to Steph the other night. And I told her, or I asked her, I said, hey, can you look at this picture on my phone and tell me which one of these trolls look familiar? And she started pointing at him. She goes, I've never seen an Ernest movie with trolls in it before, but this one and this one and this one look familiar. And I told her, I said, that's because those are the killer clowns from outer space. She goes, that's where I've seen them before. Might have to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. There you go. That's what I did. He said, I don't have the capability of making decisions. Yep. The last exemption call I made, I got removed from the juror pool due to health issues. Ernest Scared Stupid is available on YouTube for free. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I'm sure we probably have it on one of the streaming channels anywhere. Or anyway. My God, we're down to 1.5 minutes already. Time flies, y'all. Time flies. Make it a family night. Nothing beats a good old Ernest movie. The old lady is the old Catwoman. You too, Tony. You take care of yourself, bud. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your vacation time. But don't forget, guys, tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have got Ghost to Ghost PM on tonight. Our special guests are Garan and Jamie with Paranormal Search. We're going to talk about investigations. We're going to talk about when things leave with you and follow you home. We're going to talk about the car accident. We've even got some photos of it. How they survived is well beyond me. Well beyond me. I'm told I can't be on jury if I'm politically active. Wow. I don't know. That's a wow. Got me on that one. Going to watch Hocus Pocus 2 today. Hocus Pocus 2 is cute. Not as good as the first one, but still a good film. We enjoyed it. But all right, guys and gals, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. She was Catwoman in 67. I was exempt for being a federal police officer. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. Makes sense. But all right, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. I'll catch you all tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Ghost to Ghost PM. But until then, y'all have a good day. Take care. We'll catch you later.